He is on the Bronx's Power 50 list of non-elected leaders. John Doyle, founder of City Island Rising, is also Associate Director of Public Affairs at New York City Health and Hospitals Jacobi Medical Center.
I'm grateful to city and state. Obviously, the Bronx, even though we're twice the size of Boston, we do suffer from a little bit of, we don't have as many journalists up here, unfortunately. We don't have as many news outlets. So any sort of coverage of this borough, our tremendous diversity, the, resiliency of our people, the grit and determination of people who live here is always appreciated.
As former Liberal Party candidate in the City Council's 13th district, expanding healthcare has been a priority and one that he sees happening here at Jacobi.
I work here at New York City Health and Hospitals. Obviously, we treat everyone, no matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from, or your ability to pay. So, to have in some way a reflection of the hospital itself is always very positive, because this hospital, is a starting point literally in life for so many different Bronxites in this community.
But then the unimaginable unfolded with the worldwide pandemic hitting close to home.
Unfortunately, we celebrate a very somber milestone of 180,000 people dying. So that's like a 9/11 every other day. I mean, this was a horrible tragedy that's playing out disproportionately in boroughs like the Bronx, which were already, kind of at a financial and well-being tipping point before this catastrophe started. So, the fact that, people, are out here and they're helping other people, giving out masks, giving out food, doing all those things just shows kind of the determination of Bronx people. And that's a wonderful thing to highlight for everyone.
What he and others across the city began to see were the heroes that were tasked with facing the worst each day during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, creating a renewed appreciation for what they do.
They come in and out every day, and some of the worst things that any of us could imagine, when a lot of people in the beginning of this pandemic were dying, at the beginning of this very tragically, and they really stepped up and did enormous things. So I am in admiration of them as well. And, I think this hospital represents in many ways the best of the borough. People came in here, they didn't do it for fanfare, they didn't do it for fame. They came in here each and every day to do their jobs. So, I'm proud whenever possible to come out and speak about the good work that they do and kind of be the storyteller and get their stories out here.
Doyle, who's forged close ties with Senator Alessandra Biaggi and Congressmember Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to strengthen and preserve the City Island community, was joined by Lisa Soren, president of the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, George Grisham, president of 1199 SEIU, BronxNet's Gary Axelbank, and executive director of BronxNet, Michael Max Nobby. For the entire list, you can go to cityandstateny.com. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Mukoko.